Hi everyone, welcome to Becky's Crafts and Goodies. Today we're going to make some gift baskets of fruit. Now these are fantastic. If you know someone that's feeling under the weather, you could also do baskets for Easter. They would be fantastic, like a different idea than giving chocolate and things like that. But these are going to be fantastic little gift baskets that we can actually give out, and what better way to stay healthy than top up on your fruit. Now the baskets that I've got came from Poundland. I picked 3 up this morning. They're not the strongest, but they're going to be absolutely perfect for this. So I picked up 3 of those, and I also got some of their cellophane. Now this is just the plain one. They do like a spotty one as well, I think, but I just got the plain one. I've also got some tissue paper. Now this is what I've got down the craft room. I've got some plain stuff here, and I found this from last year. This is the Eastery stuff. So they do lots of Easter tissue paper in the shops as well at the minute. Also, to show you, they've got some of this paper shred out. Now this is purposely for the Easter gift baskets, but you could also use the shred if you didn't want to use like tissue paper or anything like that. So over here I've got a selection of fruit, and we're going to make up just a couple of baskets now. I've also got the curling ribbon, but if you haven't got that, you can just use normal ribbon. That will be absolutely fine. So you get your normal basket. I know a few people have been asking me to do some gift baskets, so why not? Now what you can do is, if you're going to use a patterned tissue paper, what I would suggest is to pad the bottom out with something plain or something that's not as fancy, because if, say for instance, I use this here, this was quite expensive, this tissue paper, so I wouldn't want to bung the whole lot of the basket up with it. I'd only really want to use the minimum amount on the top. So the bits that you can't see, I would recommend using some cheaper paper just to put in the bottom. Now we've never made a fruit hamper before, and I know when I was sort of young, I remember going to the greengrocers, and there used to be loads of fruit hampers around then. So I don't know if it's just something we don't do as much these days, or what. So I love this tissue. How beautiful is that though? So I'm just going to scrunch that in here. Now I tend to sort of tuck it in around the corners like that. Now I've got a selection of fruit. I actually went to Morrison's to buy mine. So if you had a bigger basket, then something sort of central that was quite high would be quite good. In fact, I think you could kind of get away with putting that in there, although the basket is a bit small for such a huge bit of fruit. But if you do, I would say to place that in the middle at the back, and then you've got like a focal point for it as well. So I've got some bananas, apples, pears, I've got some grapes, kiwis, oranges, and it's just a case. I would probably actually recommend washing these before you put them in. But what I'm going to do is make these up, and I'm going to unwrap them and possibly do some bigger baskets. But I'll make them all up for you guys. Right, so we're going to start and fill these baskets up now. Now, surprisingly, they actually take more fruit than what you'd think. So I am going to put this pineapple in, because although it looks quite big, I think it's going to take it. And what I'm going to do is put the fruit round in no kind of rhyme or reason really. I think it looks better when it's kind of mixed up a little bit, rather than having everything all to sort of one side. We've got some oranges, some kiwi, and also grapes are a real good filler because they can fill in all the gaps. I've got some bananas. We'll kind of put those on the side there, and then maybe a big dollop of grapes on the side. I bet you'd love to eat this, Phoebe, wouldn't you? Right, I've got some more fruit left. If you've got enough, we'll do another one. So I'm just going to start and wrap this now. And because it's got the pineapple in, I will wrap it and kind of bring the cello wrap up to the top. So right, so I'll just move the basket to one side. get myself some cello wrap. Now the stuff from Poundland isn't actually the best quality, and it's also not really wide enough. I like the stuff that's a lot wider. It just makes it easier. So I'll cut myself off some. Just make sure you've got plenty. I always cut off more than I need. Snip it along like that. And then depending what kind of bow you're going to put on, you'll need to be getting that ready. I'm going to use some of this curling ribbon, but you can get the florist pull bows, which look really, really good. If you want to Google those, perhaps maybe Amazon or eBay would sell those. So we're just going to get this in the middle. And I like to, if I can, pull these side bits up at this point and kind of fold them in. If they don't fold in, then you can tape them, but I do prefer to fold them in if I can help it. So you just get your wrap and kind of pull it together like that. Put some of this curling ribbon round. This is the same kind of stuff, you know, that you get at Christmas and birthdays and things, that you can that you curl on your presents. So it's the same sort of thing. If you wanted to, you could kind of stand the pineapple up a little bit more, but I think it looks better tilted. So I'm going to get a few more bits of this just to make the curling ribbon a bit fuller. I tend to just put these together, and if I've left enough gap, which I don't think I have, I'll just tend to go through that hole, the same hole that I haven't, so I'll just tie it all round together like this. And then all these little loose bits will curl, so just make sure that you curl the same way that the curling ribbon wants to naturally bend, otherwise it won't curl properly and you'll be left puzzled. Just get all these little bits, and you can also, as I said to you before, put little notes on, little words of encouragement and that sort of thing. Now with the top bit, I'm just going to pull the camera up a little bit just so you can see what I'm doing to the top. Now as you can see, it's quite flat along the top, and I like things to go at a bit of an angle. I think they look a little bit better when they're at an angle. So I cut sort of like that at an angle, and it doesn't really matter, well, I'm not at the right angle myself here, it doesn't really matter too much, but I think it looks better as a point than it does as a block. Okay, you see what I mean? And there we have an absolutely tasty, delicious, Phoebe, you want that, is your jaw dropping, fruity gift basket, and that would be fab, wouldn't it, to receive one of those. Now I'm just going to try and make another one up a bit smaller and see if I can use some of this other fruit up now, but we won't have a pineapple to put in. Right, I'll show you now another way that you can wrap this without having the big bit sticking out the top. So obviously you can put in any fruit that you want, any fruit that you think your recipient would like. So I'm just going to snip off a little bit more here. And this is a way you can wrap it without any curling ribbon or ribbon. Also the baskets with the handles look really cool too, if you're doing that. So all I'm going to do here is pull the basket down a little bit and fold this bit down here and kind of just fasten it at the back. So I'm not actually making like a bit that gathers up. I'm going to stick it all down so it's all down quite flat, and then kind of just fold these bits into a point, just like you're making or wrapping a present, And then, that could be neater, I'm rushing it a bit here, but just fold that in there and then do the same for the other side. Right, there we go. So that's 2 absolutely delicious gift baskets of fruit, which I'm sure any recipient would love to receive. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all okay, and I will see you again soon. You take care of yourself. Bye for now.